Hello, my friends. Welcome to our 4 o'clock session. I want to especially welcome all my friends on Facebook and LinkedIn, and also following me on my YouTube channel. Let's wait for some folks to get here. Now, there are 3 steps to becoming successful in anything. Doesn't matter what it is. 1, get mentored by someone who has already achieved the results that you want. 2, find out the exact steps you need to take. And 3, take action. Action. That's all it is. For 28 years, I pioneered prospecting and recruiting on social networks going all the way back to AOL. Okay, folks. No, I've just been reading some things. Um, okay. So, and there are 3 steps to becoming successful in network marketing. 1, find a company that has products or a service you are or can be passionate about, passionate to the point that you tell people about them, even if you weren't getting paid to do it. Two, work with someone in the business that is already successful and knows how to build a business on LinkedIn and Facebook with a team that provides support and training for you and members of your team. And three, work with a company that has good online tools so you can build the business on LinkedIn and Facebook and other social networks remotely, period. That's all you need. And if you're not talking to 10 or 15 people every day, you could be. In our September boot camp, we're going to be releasing new strategies, new scripts that are going to be seen for the first time. And the biggie is our project launch script, along with ample texting tactics. You'll get immediate responses. You'll create genuine curiosity with serious prospects. You'll generate serious interest, establish a sense of urgency with everyone you're talking to, produce fast, decisive action on their part, set up immediate team duplication, build faster team growth, and achieve faster rank advancement. And it works. It works. You know, the question has been circulating on the internet about AI, artificial intelligence. So is it coming to network marketing? And the answer is it's already here. All right. AI, as far as network marketing is concerned, it's already here. The artificial intelligence revolution is all over the news and is predicted to transform business, government, and society. And this year, it's taken a huge leap forward. People that don't know me and know my scripts want to know if artificial intelligence-powered personalization will be a game changer for serious network marketers. And again, the fact is that AI has already been available to everyone in network marketing for 28 years. My proven scripts have served as a form of artificial intelligence to network marketers who needed to know what they have to say to their prospect on any social network. At the end of the day, it's all about conversation. It's all about who are you talking to. So there are three things that make a social network great. LinkedIn is without question the social network that you want to be on. So there are all different kinds of ways to talk to people, to connect. The more you know about the person on the other end, the more successful you're going to be, period. But at the end of the day, and right now I'm broadcasting, so my broadcast is on my LinkedIn profile. So I'm going to get off my profile page. So the bottom line for all of you is you have easy direct access to millions of people. Millions. If you're not talking to 10 or 15 people every day, you could be. Could be. And if you're not closing at least one or two people every day, could be doing that too. I love success stories. So, about 3 weeks ago, I heard from one of my coaching students who wanted to share her success.
I mean, Max, what you've taught me, obviously I've applied to my network marketing business and it absolutely works. We know that. It's a fact. You've done it with me, you've done it with so many others. But, you know, one of the things I always say was what you teach us, we can apply to any job, any job. And it's the same technique, it's the same dance. And I've used it in the insurance world where I was recruiting for multiple agencies and using your techniques. I remember one month I recruited 40 insurance agents in 1 month. You know, that's huge. And I know that you've worked with others that have built huge insurance agencies as well. Currently, I'm doing outside sales. I'm working for Republic Services, as you can see in my banner there. I have been with the company 2.5 months. I started in the beginning of May. And I told my manager when I was in the interview process, how I thought that, you know, I can apply LinkedIn and explode, you know, this type of position. And it didn't register with him. And I waited and I said, the first couple of weeks, I got to learn what I'm doing. I got that down. And then I said, I'm posting my first customer. So if you look back about a month, you'll see, you know, Go Auto was my first post, nothing fancy. And then about a week ago, I think I did 5 posts in a row. And one of my posts for Red Arrow Diner has gotten over 6,000 views between two, you know, it said, oh, do you want to post in the, you know, restaurant group or whatever? So this one here is a nonprofit, the one that you have right there. So they do mental health. And, you know, I've got 23 likes on that and a good number of views. This one was a little restaurant in Nashua, and I think it was over 1,100 views when I saw it last. So what I'm doing is I've got a little twist, a little auto dealership. I think that one had about 1,200 views when I first looked at it last time. I'm not even really, the diner one's my favorite, the next one was there. So this diner, Red Arrow Diner, been around for 100 years, and I just posted with some of the guys on Slack and one of the owners, 67 people liked it. So using your technique, I do a little post, and the only thing I'm saying about Republic Services is welcome to the Republic Services family. So just doing that, you know, is getting more engagement, more people within the company. But just in the last week or so, I've been asked, I trained my group of, you know, my office, and now I've got my division manager sending out messages talking about how because of these couple of posts that I've done, I had someone on LinkedIn that I connected with on the 25th of June with my message one that you taught, copy paste, and I got a sale from that. And this guy, he's got 10 gas stations. So I'm getting the first one in August. And, you know, as long as we deliver, which we will, I'll end up getting 10 locations from him seeing my posts that you taught us how to do. You know what I mean? So I have a little bit of a twist, but my manager sent out a message talking about how he sees the value of what I'm doing, talking about me being 310% of budget. Then it's gone out to the region. And now one of the division managers are reaching out. They're shocked at what I'm doing. They're talking about me training their leaders and their sales force. They have 40,000 people that work for Republic Services. And this is like, you know, breaking news, using LinkedIn to do what we're doing here. I just think super cool. You know, it's like throwing that pebble in the water. And I just want to let you know, it's still having the ripple effect from what you and I have done.
So I have, I think 3 people on here that are, everybody that's on here, I think is a student. I have 3 people here that are contemplating one-on-one coaching.
Why are they doing that, Matt? There's no question. The one-on-one coaching is where this all clicks for me. You know what I mean? And you know, after like my second session with you, we fixed the profile, you showed me the basics. I started running with it. I couldn't sleep at night. I couldn't sleep at night, you know, once we started having our one-on-one sessions. I was getting up at 3, 4 in the morning and I would start doing my connections, you know, doing what you taught me. And as you know, if you go back through our, trail there, I enrolled 3 people in one day when I was doing the network marketing. I got paid $5,000 to do 3 LinkedIn trainings for one of the insurance groups. Your training, your one-on-one coaching has opened up so many doors for me. So as time goes by, I always like to give you an update to let you know how I'm doing, but it all stems back to that one-on-one training that we did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, were you surprised at how fast everything started to happen?
Initially, yeah. I mean, like Matt, I knew about you. I've heard about you from years before you and I had gotten together. I've watched some of the webinars that you had, but I mean, like immediately when we first started working together, it just was like a snowball effect. But when I take that into other areas and see how it explodes, like I can't tell you how excited I am about what I'm doing now. Seeing it with my upper management, how they're all like super excited. Many of those people that like this post are at Republic Services, the 67, and many of them I weren't connected to. So it was a layup in growing my connection. So every time you look at my connection, it grows, and it doesn't take a ton of time. You put in 20, 30 minutes a day, but it's really hard to not want to keep going because it's so much fun.
Mhm. Well, think about the ripple effect. Coming to this company, you're introducing them to something new. How big is the company?
We service about 14 million customers across the country, but there are about 40,000 people that work at Republic Services. And I'm just one of them. And literally I'm getting attention from across the country with what I'm doing. I'm even getting competitors sending me messages that are like, I wish I did that when I was with the company, or you know what I mean? Like people are like, how brilliant. And it's such a simple concept. It's like giving a thank you to the customers, but it's promoting me, it's promoting the business, it's promoting, the company I work for. And it's just so simple. It's a post, you know what I mean? It takes 10 minutes to put it together.
And that's, my friend, one of the things that I emphasize in our current boot camp, because it's not just about the conversation you have. It's about your activity. It's about putting things out there that people can see, that people can react to, that people can respond to, that the ripple effect of that is indescribable. Right now, I wouldn't be surprised in 6 months if you got, I don't know if you're looking for it, you made your promotion, maybe VP of training.
I can totally see something like that, coming down the pike if that's the path that I choose. But right now, I think that I'm just having so much fun doing this. You know what I mean? Like when you get so excited to do a job that, is fun and you enjoy it, I can see that happening down the road or them coming up with some sort of initiative. But for now, I just want to focus on this because this is just, it's totally fun. Just like when building network marketing business this way, it's far more fun than asking friends to come over and, would you please come over and do an in-home, it's way more fun.
Well, Joanne, it was wonderful to hear. Again, congratulations are once again in order. For me, it's going to be enjoyable to watch your career blossom, as a result of, what I taught you. But, you added your own little spin to it. I mean, I love that line. Let's start trash.
Thank you.
It's terrific. Thanks again for sharing
Thank you.
your story and congratulations.
Thank you. And anyone, on the fence, don't hesitate. Max's time is limited. And, if you get the opportunity to work with him, he's truly a guest. So thank you again, man.
Thank you.
Okay, I have another success story I want to share with you.
Let me open Joel up. I love it when former students come back. Hi, Max. Joel, how are you? Good, doing great. I love it. I constantly refer to you as, one of my favorite success stories because Joel here is probably one of the most experienced, talented people I've ever met. I mean, this man could tell you anything.
Sweet. See, I like him already.
You know, it's true. I mean, we're gonna talk a little bit about you. You know, when I was working with you back in late 2018, you know, you picked it up right away. You were doing great. And then in 2009, we decided to do this insurance thing. And I never thought that, I mean, you had pretty high goals, you know, 100 agents in 2 months. You guys did it. Well, that you're here. Now, one thing I want to point out to you, in looking at your profile, see, I can see your followers. And this was a sly little thing that LinkedIn did where they told you, if you want to make your posts visible for all the things that you do, then what you do is you become a content creator.
Gotcha.
Okay, and we thought when we did that, that was a wonderful thing, and it really was. But then it's kind of like in the middle of the night on a Friday night, they went in and they changed the deal. And what they did was they replaced your connect button with a follow button. So
Yeah.
we're going to explain why. And so we need to go back in there and turn that off so that people can connect with you because they can still see what you're doing.
Yeah, I would like that. But you can also, if you click on more, I think there's a connect button in more.
Well, no, there wouldn't be one for us because we're already connected.
Right, right. But I meant if it was a new person.
Right, well, right, but see, the average person doesn't know about that.
That's true. Where do you go in? I don't even know where to go in and turn it off anymore.
If we have time, I'll show you.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you, Max, I want to say thanks so much. And this is going to be our first $1 million year on that. We're well on our way. And I just wanted to, I mean, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me. I just can't. I really appreciate everything you've done. Just wanted to say it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I appreciate that. I mean, I love it when people hit that first $1 million year, but not the last.
And we're on our way.
No, congratulations. It's funny because I help so many people, but it's nice to hear it. There's a lot of people, I don't hear they hit $1 million until 10 years after they did it. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, bro. That's awesome.
Thank you.
And by the way, what he did, okay, all of you can do, all right?
Yeah.
What he did,
Absolutely.
all of you can do, because number one, it's not hard, and it's just a matter of following some simple steps. And the one thing that impressed me about Joel right from the beginning, because he's a great salesman, great salespeople know you want to listen more than you talk. And working with him was an absolute pleasure. Joe, why don't you tell everybody what coaching did for you? If you would.
Well, it did so much. I don't know if I can put it into just a few words, but it actually propelled me into the next level. And I think that's what everybody's looking for, being able to come to you and talk to you about what I was doing and just doing the tweaks, just the little things that we miss that the coaching really helped with. I don't know how to even express it. I mean, because even like coming to these things, you do a great job with these, but it's not like the individual coaching where I can ask a personal question on how I actually can make this happen. So it's like you said, we did over 100 agents in 2 months, less than 2 months on that with your coaching and our work. So it was great.
Now, all of you are heading down the same road. And the truth is, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you're selling. It really doesn't. I had a coaching student that was building a Melaleuca business. And then his sponsor died. So he became an orphan. Right? So we turned around and showed him how he wanted to put all of his efforts into his cleaning business. And this is what happened to him.
Hey, Dan, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Look, I've heard from a lot of students in the last 2 or 3 days. Last time we spoke,
you know, you would use the training that you got from me to expand your franchise business. And I think you said that, you know, now they kind of brought you and made you a partner.
Yeah, they have actually, Max. Through using your system, one of the things that happened for me is that I learned how to contact people on LinkedIn. And some of those contacts became so powerful that I was able to close a major account with Verizon Wireless that we signed a contract for $20 million. That is to clean cell phone towers. But since then, we've also made contact with people that manage the municipal water towers and water treatment facilities. And in doing so, I mean, it just blown up my business. And it's like I said before, you know, I never would have known how to contact people on LinkedIn. I never would have known to even use LinkedIn for that sort of thing if it hadn't been that I came across you through somebody when I was in networking. When I was in network marketing. I know a lot of people use it for network marketing, but it can be for anything. Just learning how to contact people is the biggest thing. It has been so powerful. It's just unbelievable that last year I was struggling financially. And then by the end of the year and this year, I will make over $2 million. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's like unbelievable. It's actually one of those things that was like, it's like one of those things I wasn't sure I believed it until it happened.
All right, and I've got one more that I want to share with all of you.
What's going on, Mike?
What's going on? The big question is what's going on with you?
Man, I'm driving, so I want to share this quick testimonial before, in case my signal cuts out. I'm headed back to Vegas, out of Vegas right now. Had a great time in Las Vegas. And what ended up happening when you and I were, I was in your the boot camps and we were doing the private coaching. It was amazing. I'm actually working with two of my team members right now. Jonas, how many conversations you have going on right now based on that technique? Like 5. So one of my guys who's in the car right now has 5 conversations going on about his business right now. It had 0 yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry, make that 6. Make that 6. And the other, so it's an amazing, everybody who's on the Zoom, this is the guy, Max is the guy you want to work with. This is one of the trainers in network marketing who actually has stuff that flat out works in real life, not the, latest, greatest ClickFunnels, shiny guru stuff. You want the real stuff that works. And last but not least, Max, last time we talked, I think I was the number 6 earner in the company, or number 5, or something like that. Yeah,
Number 5 and number 4.
Yeah, I think I was 5 and 4. Well, I'm number 2 right now. So we've got a little bit ways to go to number 1, but I just wanted to thank you personally for just really, giving us and my organization, the 1 or 2 tools that we really needed, especially from a conversational flow standpoint, things of that nature, to get to that level. So we've had a lot of rank advances since then. We're still polishing some things up. I need to do some more coaching with you. I can acknowledge that. But I'm the #2 earner right now. I just hit the diamond rank last month. And that's a solid 45, 50,000 a month, easy. So this has actually been so far the biggest month I've ever had in 10 years of network marketing, man. So I really just wanted to thank you personally. And anybody who's on the Zoom, man, you really got to take this stuff seriously. Don't just play with it. Max is the real deal.
Wow. All right, thank you for that, Will, and let's touch base in the next couple of days, because let's help you get to when do you want to get to number one?
90 days. We do everything in 90-day blocks, 90 days.
Okay, let's talk over the next 2 days, and because I want to show you some new things that maybe we can help you get there in 60.
Can't wait, man. We'll definitely link up with you soon this week. Thank you so much.
Here's somebody that's been going through my boot camps. I see Barbara's back. Let me bring her up, because I love success stories. So Barbara, I think this is her 3rd boot camp.
Hi, Max.
Hey, Barbara, I hope you don't mind me showcasing your success, but I'm just proud of you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Why don't you share with everybody, since we started to do this?
You could probably tell it better, but I came across this someone had shared this with me many years ago about Max Steingart, but I never got involved. And so I've been building my network marketing business a little over 7 years now. Totally frustrated myself. Bought leads of people that wanted to work from home. I could go on and on. And so finally I said, let me get in here and see what this is all about. So I attended 2 boot camps, and I'm going to be attending June's. And all I can say is thank you, Max Steingart, because I have learned so much. I know I have a lot to learn yet, but I found, like you said, we can all win. This isn't like where some can and some, no, we all have the possibility of accomplishing everything we want to accomplish. I'm not afraid to talk to people anymore because I have more than enough to talk to. I sponsored people. In fact, a couple weeks ago, I must have missed it, but I got this thing on Facebook saying you were one of the top recruiters for May. I went, really? I wanted to message back and say, let's thank Max Steingart for that, because it's so much fun. It's not like drudgery before, where I hated to follow up. When you contact somebody, you think, oh, this is so much fun. And like Max said, it can become addictive. I get up in the morning and I have a routine. Depending on my schedule, it doesn't always get done at the exact same time, but I always make sure I post something on my site. I make sure I go in and contact at least 10 people or more. I have people that are responding. I mean, like today, I had 7 people that I responded to, and the best is yet to come. So I can just say thank you, Max. I so appreciate so much everything that I've learned from you, and I can tell you're passionate about helping each one of us. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Barbara. And again, every one of you is heading down the same road. Okay, now we have opened up registration for our September boot camp. And I urge all of you to register. For those of you that are already students, you're better off jumping into our 90-day boot camp challenge. I'm not going to be able to do any conversation critiques. So we will be back tomorrow at 9:30 and 4.